Hello, are you here to debate?
Yes.
All right, what's your name, age, and pronouns?
Mario, 31. He, him.
All right, Mario, what are you here to talk about?
Yeah, sure. So you were just describing a gender identity. Can you give me one more explanation of that, please?
Yeah, gender identity is an innate sense of self. More specifically, it's the subjective perception of your sex and the way that that sex is oriented in your body.
Sorry, it's my kid. He's playing games. So okay. So then,
What's he playing?
He's playing Minecraft. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so wait. So that would mean that being a trans men and women, they are women or men subjectively.
Well, gender identity would be a neurosocial thing. So I believe like all gender would be a subjective thing to whatever culture you're in. So yeah, they'd be women subjective to the culture that they're.
So then trans women and men are okay. Just sure. So trans men and women, they are subjectively then men and women. They're not objectively though.
Well, yeah, I would say all people are not. There was nobody that's objectively a man or a woman.
Right. I guess I'm just saying that, like, obviously, there's an objective truth in this world, and when it comes to the objective truth, I usually follow science.
I don't think
so
there can be
trans men and women.
I don't think there's any objective truth in socially constructed roles or categories. I think because they're socially constructed, they're inherently subjective because they're subjective to the society that you're raised in.
Yeah, sure, but if we're saying that trans men and women are actual men and women, you're kind of like stripping the rights.
No, they fit into the socially constructed roles of men and women.
Don't you feel that that's also kind of like you're stripping certain individuals of their innate value?
No. What?
How so?
How would it be?
Well, I guess let me ask you this: what is What is this? What is the most painful thing a human being can experience?
Probably head cut off.
On the head cut off. Okay, yeah. No, that's actually not.
Stefana Ash 2234 donated
on the
$5.
pain metric scale, what would you say the most painful thing a woman can experience is?
Probably head cut off. I feel like your head being cut off would be really. Nah, I feel like if somebody's quite literally sawing your head off, that probably hurts more.
So childbirth is obviously 10 times more. In terms of the thing that falls underneath of it, it's 10 times more painful than kidney stones.
Pain is subjective, so what does that matter? Pain is subjective. None of that matters.
Pain is
right? There are some people who give birth who are like, yeah, it was fine, right? So this is not. What?
Can a trans woman have endometriosis?
Can they have endometriosis? I don't know.
Can a trans woman? What is the percentage of trans women that get breast cancer? It's 1%, less than 1%. 99% of actual cis women get breast. Can a trans?
Do you want an answer to your questions, or do you want to just talk? Because you keep asking questions, and when I go to answer, you keep.
They can't get any of these things.
Wait, men can get breast cancer. You know this, right? So by this logic, males doesn't matter. Frequency doesn't matter. It happens. Males can get breast cancer, just like females. It doesn't. Frequency doesn't matter. Also, 0.5% of 8 billion people is how many? Like, what? This is nonsense. Frequency doesn't matter. You can't say something doesn't happen if it does. Frequency does not matter.
Okay, so fine. Take that. So a trans woman can't get cervical cancer or ovarian cancer.
And
they can't have endometriosis. They cannot give.
These are all things that have to do with sex. That all have to do with sex.
These are exclusive to a female.
To females, not to men.
And obviously, you strip some of these things from women when you say that they are actually a woman.
Oh, okay. So I strip women being able to get cancer. Got it. Wow. Whoopee.
No. Female rights, things that women fight for every single day.
What right have women lost?
The right to literally have control of their own body, things like that they fight for every single day.
How have they lost the right to control over their own body through allowing trans women to be women?
They are currently being threatened by literally certain people in like Trump or things like that.
How does that have to do with trans women? What I'm
saying is that
how does that have to do with no? Shut the fuck up. How does men removing the right to women's autonomy have to do with trans women? This is a bullshit conflation.
You already just said.
Nah, this is a bullshit ass conflation.
Things that are exclusive to females.
Bullshit ass conflation, homie.
No. You can't say that because I'm asking you a genuine question. I'm saying if females are fight for females' rights or women's rights, But if those rights are the right to their own body, which is their anatomy, things like their uterus, things like that. But if a woman can also have testicles, then what really is a woman?
Homie, do you realize what you just did? You're like, females are fighting for their rights, but what about women with testicles? No, if we're going to talk about females fighting for female rights, then nothing else matters unless they're female. Then they can fight for their female rights. It doesn't matter what their gender is. It matters what their sex is.
Fine. So tell you what. We're obviously not going to get anywhere. This is going to be circular. Quick pivot, okay? I'm a 5-year-old. I just asked you. I'm a 5-year-old, and I just asked you where babies come from. Explain to me like I'm 5 years old, please.
Oh.
Comprehensively.
Yes, some males and females fuck each other, and then a baby pops out 9 months later.
Wait. But what about trans women? Trans men?
Trans men are female. So yeah, I said female.
Right.
So
but
yeah,
how do you explain to your child comprehensively
the way I just did? Females give birth. It doesn't matter if the female is. Yep. It doesn't matter if the female is man or woman. Females have the ability to give birth. Doesn't matter if that female is man or woman, but a female can give birth typically. Super easy, super simple.
So then what is your comprehensive general education that you would teach to a kindergartner? How would you do it if you were a teacher?
Are we pivoting to topic 3?
Another one.
No. It's the same thing. It's all
same thing. Females can give birth. Males can impregnate females. Typically a male can impregnate a female.
Females can.
How do we teach children these concepts, even if it's comprehensive, if they have no way of distinguishing? They have no way of distinguishing reality.
Male and female would be distinguished by your chromosomal makeup. Typically, we can't see chromosomes. So how would I do it now? Can a 5-year-old distinguish reality? Can a 5-year-old distinguish reality? Yes.
That is false. For the most part, they cannot. No.
Yes, they can. Yes, they can.
You know what the theory of mind is?
Yep.
Okay, so a 5-year-old, you're telling me that a 5-year-old, when he sees Spider-Man at a parade, he believes that it's actually a man in a costume, not really Spider-Man.
No, because we've told them that it is Spider-Man. But if you take the mask off and say, stop talking, dipshit. If you take the mask off and tell the 5-year-old, this is a man wearing a Spider-Man costume, you know what that 5-year-old's going to think? Oh, this is a man wearing a Spider-Man costume.
Spider-Man with his
but
mask
if we,
off.
Nope. If you tell the 5-year-old, this is a man, you know how I know this to be the case? You know, I know because I've worn costumes in front of 5-year-olds and they've gone, oh, that's Jovan wearing a costume. Are you fucking dense?
Dude, you obviously have no idea what you're talking about when it comes to
Neither do you. What's your degree in? What's your psych degree in?
Cognitive.
You have a psych degree in cognitive what?
Psychology. Wait, you're asking me what my degree is in?
Yeah, you just said I don't know what I'm talking about, so I want to know if you know what you're talking about.
I didn't say I had a degree. Actually, this is. I think you said. What
okay.
Cognitive psychology.
So when you said I don't know what I'm talking about because I'm not a or whatever you said, you also don't know what you're talking about because you're not this either. Okay.
Also,
so then it doesn't matter.
Psychology isn't a thing. People are saying cognitive psychology isn't a thing in your chat. Insane. Anyway, what were you saying?
What I'm saying is it doesn't matter because you don't know what you're talking about either. You don't have a degree in psych. So you also don't know what you're talking about. So if I don't know what I'm talking about, you equally don't know what you're talking about. Children kind of believe what we tell them because they believe in their trusted like adults, right? So when I say to a child, this is Spider-Man, they're going to believe me. However,
so if that's the case, then why? Oh my God. If that's the case, then why do 70% of children have imaginary friends? And when you tell them they aren't real, they continue to hold that belief.
Do you think this means that, do you think this, and you so just confirming, you think this means that children do not have any concept of reality?
Children at the age of 4 to 6, in that age range, they just begin getting some grasp on reality, but they don't fully understand
they do have
reality
a grasp. So 5-year-olds do have a grasp on reality.
You can Google it. 8-year-old at the age of 8, they start actually understanding reality fully.
Oh, okay. So they do have an understanding of reality at 5.
At the age of 8, yes, a full understanding.
No, they have. But see, you keep using the word full. When does it start?
I said it starts at the age of 4 to 6. They have some ideas.
Oh.
But they still have firm held beliefs that violate reality.
Young children begin to understand the principles of physical reality as early as 4 or 5.
I said that to you.
Wow. Yeah. Children begin to understand the difference. Children begin to understand the difference between reality and fantasy as early as age 3. Oh.
Sure, that can happen sometimes. Yeah.
So children do have an understanding of reality at as early as 3 years old.
Oh, yeah, but I'm asking, what is the distinguishing path that you would take to actually tell if they're actually showing signs of being dysphoric or if it is actually just them using their imagination?
Do you not know how we diagnose gender dysphoria?
I understand there's WPATH, things like that, but that still can't be, that still actually isn't that accurate.
Based on what?
Because the criteria is persistent, consistent, and insistent. And children hold persistent, consistent, insistent beliefs that are also things that literally violate reality. They do it all the time.
How would I tell if my child is sad?
You would ask them.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Yes. And you can tell from how they are acting that they are sad. They would demonstrate that, okay? So if a child is demonstrating...
So how would I know if they're gender dysphoric?
Okay, so again, if they demonstrate these things at a certain, I just openly told you that children can be dysphoric.
Oh, okay.
How do you differentiate it though?
By asking.
Right, but they could just be saying, they could just be having a moment where they are acting a certain way, but it's part of a stage.
That's why we look for persistence, so that it's not just having a moment. They need to be persistent in this. Like you said, listen. Persistence, consistence, and insistence.
My 5-year-old just made 3 corn dogs yesterday, and he brought them to a friend in the bedroom. He ate them with him. Okay, he was there for an hour and a half. He's talked to this person for a year now. Okay,
sounds like you got a ghost.
No. They were eating corn dogs together. Okay,
sounds like you got a ghost in your house.
They were talking for an hour. This has been a persistent, consistent, insistent thing.
Yes, it sounds like you got a ghost.
Okay, it's not a ghost. Okay, if it's a ghost, first of all, you're gonna freak me out, dude. Okay,
homie, if your child is consistently talking to somebody, I'm fully of the belief that all imaginary friends are just ghosts.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what's actually really creepy now that you mentioned this? He did say to me that he talks to him through the window, and he told me he said he was sick for a long time, but he went away somewhere better. So I mean, that is
so now it really just sounds like a ghost. Like you're just describing a ghost, bro. So your kid's not crazy. Your kid sees ghosts. Your kid sees dead people.
Hey. Yes, I think there's a ghost in the house. All right, listen, I'm gonna go find someone to take care of this.
Okay.
All right, man, I'm out of here. Now I'm freaked out.
Go catch the Babadook, bro.
You had to do a debate by freaking
Yo, your kid looks through the window and talks to someone who said they were sick and went to a better place, and your first thought was imaginary friend? My first thought would be burn the fucking house down.
I believe him too because he left so quick.
He bounced. He fully thinks he got a ghost now. That's crazy.
That's so good. That's
so
funny.